Because we are live streaming, so Sure. I will.
Hello, very warm welcome to all of you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Malathi Raghunath and I'm from the Office of Global Engagement. I request Professor Preeti Agalayam, who is going to represent the Office of Global Engagement, to welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a very nice humid day in Chennai. It's my pleasure to kick off today's what is going to be a very interesting session. I'm a professor in chemical engineering, but here today as a representative of Professor Raghu, who is the Dean of Global Engagement and currently traveling. For our visitors from outside the campus, quick brief about our institution. IIT Madras was founded in 1959. So we are that many years old right now. We have at the moment 16 academic departments, but really excited with the news that we are launching a new school/department, which is very relevant for today's topic. It's going to be in medical science and engineering. As an institute of eminence, we have several research activities that we have nucleated and grown in recent times, and there also a lot of overlap and importance and relevance for today's topic because these are in medical technologies, definitely in data science, energy and net zero materials and manufacturing and so on. I do see a handful of my colleagues who are at the forefront of this type of research activities. In terms of the student population, I'm assuming that the faces I see are PhD scholars. These are the biggest population that we have on campus. More than a third of our population is PhDs. We have around 600 faculty on the rolls, which means that each of us is guiding about 5 PhDs. At the Office of Global Engagement, an important strategic direction for us is deepen our relationships at the doctoral level with various universities across the world. We are, of course, privileged to have enjoyed very good, fairly deep collaborations with several Australian universities. We have what we call joint doctoral program agreements with at least 6 Australian universities, if my memory serves well, including one in Western Australia. Our PhD scholars have enjoyed good mobility between Australia and here, and I believe that kind of activity has strengthened research at both the institutions. Last year, we introduced a little bit lower stakes mobility program, again exclusively for PhD scholars, called the International Immersion Experience. This has really captured the imagination of our scholars, and 50 plus of them travel to various parts of the world as part of this initiative. Last year. This year, we already have 30 people on the slated to travel as part of the International Immersion Experience. I'm also happy that one of them, I think I see him somewhere here, is going to the University of Western Australia shortly. This is Bhavik over here. We really hope that you have a great time over there and then you further strengthen the cooperation between the region of Western Australia and IIT Madras. It's a pleasure that you have chosen this beautiful day to come and speak with us about these initiatives. I welcome you from the bottom of my heart and let Malti take it forward.
Thank you, Professor Preeti. I'd like to introduce Professor Mahesh Panchagnulla. He is the Director in charge and heads the Office of Alumni and Corporate Relations at IIT Madras, a faculty at Applied Mechanics Department. Professor Mahesh.
Thank you. Thank you, Malathi. And let me join my colleague Preeti in welcoming Honorable Stephen Dawson to our campus. It's been a delight to work with several of our Australian counterparts over the last several years now. The Australia-India relationship, as we see, at least in the limited education sphere, is very strong. We are very thankful to all of the energy and the infusion of new ideas from both sides that this relationship is where it is. And I can only see good things in the pipeline as well. So in that sense, this visit by Honorable Dawson and the delegation is very timely. As Preeti mentioned, we have a couple of new big schools in the offing. There's a School of Medical Science and Technology which is taking shape as we speak. Yesterday was a board meeting where a very pivotal undergraduate program blending engineering and medicine was approved. This is going to be a first of its kind globally, where students would get trained in aspects of engineering as much as engineers do, and in aspects of medicine as much as doctors do. And so it's a very, as you would imagine, a very demanding curriculum, but that's what one would expect IIT students to go through. And so we're quite excited about the prospect of bringing such a highly interdisciplinary program to the table, and we certainly hope to see many partnerships with programs such as that. Another similar school that is in the offing is a School of Sustainability. I know Australia has a great promise, has made great strides in sustainable energy and going green with not just their energy usage but helping the world go green. There are many very important initiatives that Australia is leading from the front, including the large solar alliance for this part of the world. And there is also a very important aspect of the energy mix that we champion for the world. India has chosen hydropower generation as sort of being one of the three pillars on which our green energy is going to be built. Solar is a second, and green hydrogen now, as we've made a promise, is going to be a third. And on all three of them, Australia has both technology and resources that we would love to tap into and learn from. In the specific space of healthcare, I was remarking to Minister Dawson just a minute ago that I don't see that thriving relationship in healthcare and allied areas as I do in the energy space. So that leaves us a great opportunity to build a consortium, build a collaboration that would benefit all our people. I see again several of my colleagues here who are part of many of these initiatives, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to your remarks and to the direction that you'll provide us for this relationship going forward. Thank you again for choosing to come to IIT Madras, and I look forward to the morning. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Mike. I am honored to introduce Honorable Minister Stephen Dawson, Minister for Innovation and Digital Economy and Medical Research in Australia. A little bit background about the Honorable Minister. Originally from Ireland, his family immigrated to Australia, and he's a graduate of the Edith Cowan University in Western Australia. He was elected in the state elections first in 2013, and currently he has several departments under his portfolios: Department of Health, Innovation and Digital Economy, Emergency Services, Department of Communities. Eager to have you speak, Honorable Minister. I'd like Professor Mahesh to welcome.
This is a traditional
Excuse me, please come on the middle.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
This is a
Please just look at the camera, sir. Here, smile for a picture.
thank you.
So only for now.
Sure.
So I can speak. Want me to go?
Yeah.
Vanakkam, first of all, or Kaya, from where we're from. It is a great pleasure to be here today to join you. So thank you very much for having us, professors. Much appreciated. I'm part of a delegation from Western Australia who've been in Chennai and are in India for a few days, and we've got some of the best and brightest from our industry, business and government as part of the delegation, and it's a real pleasure to strengthen our relationships with people in Tamil Nadu in particular. Pavik, I look forward to welcoming you to Western Australia when you come later in the year, and you'll be in good company because last night Minister PTR, the Finance Minister, Minister Thiagarajan, told us that his son is going to come to the University of Western Australia next year, so you might have some time with the Finance Minister over there too. It would be good to have you. So it is an honour to visit you today, and as has been pointed out, I have a few portfolios, but those particularly of interest, I think, today are the medical research, innovation and the digital economy portfolios, which from my perspective are very exciting because it's a very exciting world that we live in at the moment. So Perth, Western Australia, obviously the west coast of Western Australia, we share an ocean with you, and so you're one side of the Indian Ocean and we're on the other, so we kind of wave across to you, and that's why we're very proud to have a good and ongoing relationship with Tamil Nadu in particular. We are a population of about 2.5 million people, and the size of the state is roughly about 2.5 million hectares. So it's a big area, but very small population in comparison to Tamil Nadu, where you've got, I guess, almost 80 million people here. We are about, our economy is about $380 million a year. So we're about 17% of the national economy, but only about 10% of the population size. So we kick goals. And so, as I said, I'm here with some of the best and brightest from Western Australia, and of course, I know you are some of the best and brightest, particularly in Tamil Nadu, and I know it's often a challenge to actually get to come here, and so congratulations, and it's great to be speaking to you all. So I'm truly passionate about my portfolios, and I do see lots of opportunities. I was just saying to the professor, the last 2 years with COVID-19 have been incredibly challenging world over. But what it has shown is that if we work together, collaboratively, we use our minds, then we can come up with some solutions that change lives, keep people alive, and make the world a better place. And because of the work of scientists in particular, over the past few years with working on vaccines, I think the community recognises, values, appreciates and is listening to scientists and innovators. And so from my perspective, we need to grasp that opportunity while scientists and innovators are front of mind for people, and go to the next level and take the opportunities that gives us. In terms of the digital economy, this just moves so fast. And so I guess while we're sitting here, there's probably innovators outside this room coming up with new ways of communicating, new ways of doing things, new ways of changing lives. And so it's rapid. And we need to make sure that we take those opportunities, not underestimate them. From my perspective, and I know your government locally have been making sure that everybody benefits from the digital economy, that nobody's left behind. And so from my perspective in Western Australia, we've got many remote communities, sometimes 2,000 kilometres away from the city, with poor internet, poor everything. And so I want to make sure that the people in those communities get access to the same level of services, support, but also access to digital inclusion that everybody else gets. But digital capabilities and technologies underpin all sectors, and they are really vital to the productivity, but also the competitiveness of our state's businesses, workforce, and also our economy. And in Western Australia's case, we lead the world in autonomous and remote operations, but also we're very strong in robotics and systems integration, and that has come from our resources sector. Western Australia, for those who don't know, is very strong in the mining sector, and so whether it's iron ore or lithium or gold or indeed critical minerals, and again, some of these areas have got links with Tamil Nadu. We do kind of do very well. Those companies lead, and so what we're trying to do as a government is trying to make sure that where we're leading in mining, that we're also using those technologies across government in a range of sectors, again, to make sure that no one gets left behind. So our capabilities are being transferred to other sectors, including health, with the development of medtech solutions, such as a remote patient monitoring system through an interactive AI platform at the Royal Perth Hospital. Again, to telemedicine in the state's remote and regional areas. And these advances, I think, positively impact people's lives by improving health service delivery, but also outcomes for people. So Western Australia is the largest state in Australia, about a third of the country. And as I said, $380 billion, and it contributes 17% to the national economy. We do punch above our weight, and we do think we are... We've got some of the smartest people in the room from Western Australia, and we want to make sure that we continue that way. As government, we're very keen to diversify, and so while we're seen as a one-trick pony sometimes because of our mining sector, we're very keen to diversify. We're very keen to make sure that the scientists and the innovators in other sectors actually get the opportunities to showcase what they're doing, the amazing stuff that they're doing. And as Minister, I'm constantly amazed by the extraordinary people doing amazing things. I'm sure it's probably the same here. We are, though, as a state, full of opportunities, both to live, to work, but also to study, invest and do business. Not only are there a wide range of prospects, our state is a great place to live and explore with amazing landscapes and unique experiences. And we have the oldest population of continuing culture in Western Australia. Our Aboriginal people have been there looking after the country for at least 60,000 years. And so it's an incredible history that we've got. We don't always appreciate it as much as we should, but certainly from my perspective and our government's perspective, it's something that we need to do. They've looked after us all. They were the first scientists, the first innovators. They've been here for 60,000 years. European settlement only happened in Western Australia about 200 years ago. So they looked after it for 60,000 years, and in 200 years, we haven't looked after it very well. So we need to do more, and so we're doing some really good stuff in decarbonisation, in the kind of green space, hopefully to overturn the last 200 years and to make sure that we last for a much longer time. So as the Indian Ocean gateway to Australia, we benefit from being much closer to our Asian neighbours than the other Australian states. And as a result, our international trade has been the lifeblood of the Western Australian economy. Our success has been characterised by strong relationships with our regional neighbours that's built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared economic priorities, and a commitment to deepen our investment and our trade ties. And as a result, we export more to Asia than any Australian state or territory. We want to see ourselves as the gateway to Australia, and so we're very well placed for that. So operating as the front door to Western Australia for overseas and international investors is Invest and Trade Western Australia. We have some of the team from Invest and Trade Western Australia here. And they are tasked with attracting investments into our state and assisting local industries to access new export markets. And this dedicated team, we have two offices, one in Chennai and another in Mumbai, and that's critical for our success in promoting our position as a global trade and investment destination, offering diversity but also opportunities across a range of industries. Our government is pursuing, as I said, diversification, and this enables our state to continue to build on the success of our resource sector, but also capitalise on a number of targeted diversification opportunities with the transfer and interoperability of both skills and technology supporting this transition. Our vision is that by 2035, Western Australia will be at the forefront of a cleaner, greener, technologically applied economy, providing tens of thousands of well-paid jobs, and also acting as a ballast to the cyclical nature of our state's boom and bust raw mineral extraction sector. So we aim to be a state confident in its strengths, with a determination to expand beyond our traditional industries to a diversified economy founded on our priority sectors of strategic advantage. So health and medical research in Western Australia, it really is an exciting time in the health and medical research and innovation space. Not just in Western Australia, I have to say, but of course in India too, and indeed around the world. A key focus of the Western Australian Government is laying strong foundations for new opportunities to secure a bright future for health and for medical research. And we've committed significant amounts of sustainable funding to support this sector. We've also established solid statewide plans and strategies to guide the innovation, health and medical research and sciences industry into the next decade. And we are growing local talent and attracting some of the most brilliant minds. Pavic's obviously one of those that's coming over to have a look for a while, from around the globe to consider Western Australia as a destination to study, to work, but also to live. Our priority is on increasing collaboration across industry, academia and government, but also ensuring that the right support is available to all in the sector. And so I'll briefly outline some of the current initiatives that we are working on in Western Australia, but also their impact. So we have a new industries fund, and that's been established to support the acceleration of new and emerging businesses, and again to diversify the economy and to create jobs and industries. And that assists startup and small to medium enterprises to be economically diverse and to find new opportunities in industries that are just emerging. And our new industries fund funds at the moment 4 different innovation hubs. So we have a data science innovation hub, and Ivana's here from the Data Science Innovation Hub, which is also based at Curtin University, again a relationship that you have, the Institute has.
Yes.
So the Data Science Innovation Hub are amazing, do extraordinary things. We have a Cyber Security Information Hub based at Edith Cowan University, and we have a Life Sciences Innovation Hub linked to the University of Western Australia. And then recently we've opened a new Creative Technology Innovation Hub based in regional Western Australia to make sure that right across the state we have a network of hubs that can work with local people, entrepreneurs, innovators, to give them the opportunities to get to the next level, to bring their ideas to the forefront. And then later this year we will announce a Green Tech Innovation Hub, because of course so many opportunities in that space and we want to be at the forefront of that. And I know particularly the Tamil Nadu government have been well in that space, particularly renewable energy, and so it's something that we're working to do too. We've made a decision recently to phase out of coal, and so in the next few years we will close our coal mines and stop using coal to generate power in Western Australia. We have significant opportunities, vast amounts of land, lots of sunshine, lots of wind, and so we're making an investment there. And also we as a government, we've made a decision to stop the logging of old growth forests, and so we've got forests that are hundreds of years old that have until recently been logged for furniture, for housing, and so we've made a decision to move out of that, to plant more pine trees and to use that instead. So sustainability is a key interest for our government. Another initiative that we have in Western Australia is our Future Health Research and Innovation Fund, and it's a sovereign wealth fund. It's got about $1.7 billion in it, and then every year the interest from that fund is applied to support health and medical research and innovation. And so about $50 million generally every year is given out to researchers in this space to, again, work on new projects, to work on new innovations, again, to drive our economy, but also to change lives. And so it does provide a secure funding source to drive health and medical research, innovation, but also commercialisation, which is something that we all need to do better. And we do have some incredible projects underway with world-leading research being conducted in Western Australia. We have a number of Nobel laureates in Western Australia who are working in this space and who we're incredibly proud of, and who are helping us get the next level of researchers, early to mid-career researchers, and giving them the opportunities to make it big. We also recently announced our health and medical life sciences industry strategy, and that aligns with our strategy for guiding and growing in the industry to strengthen the innovation ecosystem, again to facilitate commercialisation, to develop skills, attract talent, encourage investment, and to support the infrastructure that's needed for advanced manufacturing, and to do all of those things collectively. Support is via our Life Sciences Innovation Hub, and we're very keen to accelerate the state's medical technology, biotechnology and pharmaceutical sector, again creating new jobs and supporting economic diversification, and again some synergies with Tamil Nadu, I know, in that space. We want to meet the increasing worldwide demand for new health and medical technologies and medical products and services generally that provide practical solutions to expanding what are often complex health needs. Our researchers are supported by outstanding research organisations, including 5 universities, 3 of which have a medical school, along with many highly regarded medical research institutes. And I'm pleased to hear that you're moving down that track in that medical space. A new collaboration that we launched last year is the Perth Landing Pad. And that's a platform to assist high-growth startups from around the world looking to invest and grow their opportunities and businesses in Western Australia. And so technology companies can experience 90 days in Western Australia through a guided program that has access to mentoring, to local business connections, co-working, community spaces, and guidance on long-term residency. And so I hope that some of the people in this room potentially in the future might look at coming to Perth and to take up that opportunity, come for 90 days with your innovation, with your ideas, and hopefully potentially grow them and create new opportunities in Western Australia. Now, one thing I announced recently, and this is a bit of homework for today, for the scholars who are here, and that is I've issued as Minister a global challenge seeking world-leading innovation solutions to a defined and pressing health problem in Western Australia. The Pilbara region in Western Australia, which is where much of the state's economic fortunes come from, but also Australians' economic fortunes. It's the home of our iron ore sector, which is worth over half of our economy in Western Australia. So in that region, there's much richness, much of our fortunes, as I said, come from there. But also, too, many of our Aboriginal population live in those communities. The communities are normally more than 1,200 kilometres, sometimes 2,400, 2,500 kilometres away from a city. And so while there's great richness there, the people who live there often have poorer health outcomes than those in the city, less access to services, less access to support. And so our challenge, hopefully will generate a solution that draws on technology, but also innovative research to deliver it on the ground in that region. Now, the good thing to note from it, as well as changing people's lives, keeping them alive and being legends, there is a $5 million prize associated with it. And so the $5 million prize will be awarded to the winning solution, and applicants from around the world have been invited. And so I've got a QR code I'm going to leave you with today, and I hope that some of you will look at that. The only thing is, though, applications are due next week, but the QR code tells you all the information. So it's Friday, the weekend, you've got the weekend coming.
More than enough time.
Plenty of hours to put in. And so what we will do, so over the next few months, so applications close next week. We have a panel of experts from the sector generally, who will pick the top 10 innovations, and then each of those 10 will get $100,000, and that will be to work up your solution further. And then the prize winner, as I said, will get $5 million. So take that away, and hopefully then we've made a commitment to using your innovation in our health system, particularly our country health system, to change lives for the better. So it's something we've never tried before, but it's something that I think is worthy of doing. And from my perspective, I want to make sure people in that region, who I represent in the Parliament, get access to the same level of support and services that everybody else gets. So that's your homework, no pressure. But I look forward to seeing some applications from the Institute maybe next week. So I'll leave that with you. Another thing I want to highlight is an important study opportunity that exists in Western Australia. So our Western Australian Premier, so our Chief Minister equivalent, he has a university scholarship program, and that provides 10 successful students with a one-off $50,000 scholarship towards their fees and other university costs. And so the scholarship program is for high-performing international postgraduate students. So of course, most of you will fit that bill as high-performing students. And so students can go to each of Western Australia's 5 universities. So scholarships are awarded to 2 successful international students at each of those 5 universities each year. And that continues over the next few years to 2026. And so that provides, as I said, a total of 10 scholarships a year over the next few years. So prospective offshore international students must apply directly and through their chosen university to receive this scholarship. Our global reputation for excellence in education and research is matched by the incredible lifestyle that you can enjoy while you study in Western Australia. It's an amazing place, beautiful, great history, beautiful beaches, oceans, rivers. So have a think about it, and a great place to study. And of course, we only want you to come for a small period of time, because we recognise that going overseas, exploring and bringing back new information and new experiences only makes the local ecosystem better when you return. So we'll only take you for a while. You're of course welcome to stay if you want to, but I recognise even if we have you for a short period of time, it makes the world a better place. So no matter where you live in Western Australia, one thing stays the same, and that is our enviable lifestyle. And it's why that we are one of the most livable places in Australia and indeed in the world. So that's all from me. Can I say thank you for your time today? I'm very pleased just to give you a short snapshot of the opportunities that exist in Western Australia. It is an incredible place. As I said, we have many smart people. We've got great opportunities. We do have a really good ecosystem in the kind of health and medical research and innovation space. And I think some of you will get the opportunity, hopefully, public included, to explore and experience it at some stage. We, as a government, want to explore new partnerships, and so that's why we're here today, new opportunities. And I look forward to learning more about the activities and the initiatives that you're working on here. And so it's a quick visit today, but it'll give us a small taste. But I'm very grateful for you all coming out today and listening to me and hopefully mingling with our team. And last thing, Nancy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honourable Dr. Dawson. We will surely follow up from our Office of Global Engagement on all the wonderful scholarships that you have just announced and also the focus areas that you have mentioned. Wish to thank Professor Mahesh, Professor Preeti, many of our faculty who are here, PhD scholars, folks from Research Park who are also part of the alumni ecosystem and who have interest in medical technology. Thank you, the entire audience here. Thank you so much. Thank you especially for the Western Australian Trade offices here in Chennai, Anthony, for spearheading this talk, and thank you so much. Please stay back for coffee, and we can chat some more, ask the Minister a few questions during the coffee hour. Thank you.
Sir.
You have to pose for a photograph every single day. Yes, sir. So much, it was lovely. Yes, we'll pose for it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really good. Thank you.
Thank you. Please join us. This is a leaf from our campus. It's been gold-plated. It's beautiful. This is from a tree called the Bodhi tree, under which the Buddha.
Bodhi tree, yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. I'll take that away.
For your desk.
Thank you. This is for Malati too. Malati, just a small tag. It wasn't for you. Thank you.
Just three have taken one picture. Come on.
All
on the board.
Okay, Malati, come back.
Did you get some of the Western Australian colleagues as well?
Yeah, please.
And maybe
Closer to the Aziz.
You okay?
Yeah, fine. Is it a bit closer? You are, yes, fine. Ready, please look here, sir. Smile for a picture. Aha. Yeah, very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
A lot of practice.
Yes, I just want to know. I just wanted to know what is available here so that